You think he came back because he missed you. But what if that's the least interesting reason? Because most people get this completely wrong. They assume distance creates clarity, that when someone disappears, they're off somewhere realizing your value. But that's not how attraction actually works. Silence doesn't build love. It builds space. And space does something far more dangerous. It resets perception. When he pulled away, your absence didn't just make him miss you. It made you unfamiliar again. Less predictable. Less available. And suddenly, his brain had something to solve. That's the part nobody tells you. People don't chase what they understand. They chase what they almost understand. So when he ignored you, he wasn't necessarily losing interest. He was lowering emotional investment, detaching, letting the intensity fade. But then something shifted. Maybe you stopped reaching out. Maybe your energy changed. Maybe you moved on just enough. And now, you're not where he left you. That gap, that uncertainty, it pulls him back. Not because he's sure about you, but because he's not. This is where it gets uncomfortable. He didn't come back with clarity. He came back with curiosity. There's a difference. Clarity says, I know I want you. Curiosity says, I need to see if I still can. And most comebacks live in that second category. It's not about love. It's about access. Because when someone feels like they've lost access to you, your attention, your validation, your presence, it triggers something primal. A need to reopen the door. To check if it's still unlocked. That's why the timing always feels strange. He comes back when you're finally okay. When you've started to detach. When you're not waiting anymore. And it feels like fate. But it's not. It's pattern recognition. He's responding to a shift in your behavior, not a revelation in his feelings. And here's the part most people ignore. Just because someone comes back doesn't mean they've changed. It means the dynamic changed. And dynamics are easy to recreate if you respond the same way you did before. Eager, available, forgiving without standards. You don't get a new story. You get a sequel. Same plot, same ending. So the real question isn't why he came back. It's, what version of you is he coming back to? Because that determines everything. If he's coming back to the version of you that tolerated inconsistency, he'll repeat it. If he's coming back to someone who now values clarity over attention, the game changes. This is the insider truth most people never hear. People don't return because they value you more. They return because they feel you less. Less neediness, less certainty, less emotional availability. And that makes you more valuable in their eyes. It's not fair, but it's real. So when he shows up again, don't read it as a confession. Read it as a test, not of your worth, but of your boundaries. Because the moment you pass that test is the moment the dynamic either evolves or quietly collapses back into what it always was.